When you purchase precious metals, you might notice a tax on your order. If you're in a freedom-loving state like Texas, this tax simply doesn't exist. Did you know that some states have a dollar amount threshold, and if you buy over this threshold, you're not charged sales tax? More and more states have adopted a precious metals sales tax. We are going to go over the sales tax in various states and countries, capital gains tax, IRS reporting when it comes to buying or selling precious metals. But please stick with me through the end of the video, and I'll go over the real reasons why I'm covering this topic, besides creating a cure for insomnia. Coming up. Hey everyone, welcome to Campbell's Coins. I wanted to start off with a disclaimer. I know. I'm sure you don't hear enough of these listening to Stacker and Precious Metals channels.
I'm not a financial advisor, but here's some financial advice.
I'm not a tax professional. I'm just reporting some information I found that may or may not help you. Also, this information is time sensitive, given that taxes change from year to year. Today is September 22nd, 2021. If you're listening to this in a year or 10 years from now, the information might be outdated. To give you some perspective, here are some screenshots I did in 2019. About half the states didn't charge sales tax on precious metals. Now, in 2021, 46 out of the 50 states charge sales tax in some form on precious metals. Additionally, this information is, how do I put this nicely? Like opening a can of worms. There are so many caveats that it's difficult to cover every aspect for every state, for every country, when it comes to all the different types of precious metals. So there might be some broad stroking here. Definitely not the broad stroking you're thinking of, Pistol Packing Pilot. Ladies and gentlemen, head over to my friend Pistol Packing Pilot's page and send him some love. He's dealing with a death in the family and could really use your love and support right now. Let's start off with sales tax in the United States. When buying precious metals, depending upon which state you're in, you're more than likely charged a sales tax for your order. This wasn't the case just 2 to 3 years ago. Some states like California have thresholds you must meet in order for your transaction to be tax-free. In California, this threshold is $1,500. If I buy precious metals online, off eBay, or at my LCS, etc., and the total is under $1,500, I will be charged sales tax for that order. I think it's 7.5%. However, if my total is over $1,500, I'm not charged any sales tax. This threshold that states put in place is really a war on the poor and middle class. Those of means aren't affected by the $1,500 threshold, but those who are saving month after month have to wait until they have over $1,500 to avoid this tax, which can be a substantial amount. It really hurts them. And if one is purchasing under this threshold regularly and being charged tax, the tax really adds to your dollar cost average, and frankly, it just eats up more money that you could spend on precious metals or other things. In California, if I try to buy PAMP Platinum from an online dealer, I'm charged sales tax regardless of a threshold. And I read that this doesn't have to do with just PAMP, it's really any foreign platinum. If I buy American Platinum Eagles, they are included in the threshold total. New York has a threshold for amounts under $1,000. Vermont doesn't have a threshold and charges sales tax on everything. Every state has differing definitions on what they tax and what they won't tax. I have a link in my description to J.M. Bullion's website where they have a map of the US. You can click on your state and read up on the sales tax for various precious metals purchases in your state. I highly suggest checking it out. They also seem to be updating it as taxes change within each state, so that's really nice. I think APMEX does too, but I'd rather send people to J.M. Bullion. Outside the US, taxes can be quite high. Some European countries deal with a VAT of 20% on silver and some have a tax on certain types of gold. VAT stands for value added tax. It's really designed to discourage and make it as cost prohibitive as possible for citizens to own precious metals. There are reporting requirements for selling gold, silver, and platinum in the United States. I covered this topic in both my gold bars versus gold coins video and silver bars versus silver coins video. Depending upon the type of metal you are selling, Form 1099-B must be submitted to the IRS at the time of the sale, as such sales are considered income. Items that require such filing include $1,000 face value of US 90% dimes, quarters, or half dollars, and 25 or more 1 ounce gold maple leafs, gold Krugerrands, or gold Mexican onza coins. Gold and silver bars that are 1 kilogram or 1,000 troy ounces require the filing as well. If you value your privacy, and of course there's so many more reasons here, but this is why I strongly advocate people stacking American gold eagles, gold buffaloes, silver eagles, and platinum eagles, because these coins do not require a Form 1099-B filing at all. Austrian mint gold coins, British Royal Mint gold coins, Chinese mint gold coins, and Perth mint gold coins are also exempt from this filing. But in the United States, I would say you're safer to stack the American bullion, as those other countries' bullion exemption could change in a flash, especially China. If you are selling your precious metals for a profit, you are required by the accounting boys to declare your capital gains so that they can tax you out the ass for it. This tax currently ranges from 28 to 39%. This is all I have to say on this matter. If you don't make any profits on your precious metals, you aren't required to declare anything. My whole point for this video was to educate and caution those who value freedom. Taxing a product or service is designed to discourage the behavior or usage. In California, there is a lot of taxes on our gasoline, and there will be a tax for every mile that we drive. There is taxes specifically on cigarettes. These taxes are designed to make it too expensive to drive around. The taxes on cigarettes are designed to discourage people from smoking. California is pushing heavily for electric vehicles. They will give incentives to buy the electric cars and tax the hell out of any gas-powered cars. A few years ago, most people in the United States were not paying sales tax on precious metals. Today, most are paying that tax. If we aren't careful, we could see a value-added tax like in Europe. Imagine your dollar cost average when you have a 28% tax on your gold and silver. Those in power, those pulling the strings of those in power, do not want us owning precious metals. Making it outright illegal to own precious metals would create an uproar and too much that they just don't want to deal with. But if you slowly introduce taxes on it over the years, no one really notices. Eventually, it makes it prohibitively expensive to own if you aren't super rich. And they can keep taxing it to the point where even the wealthy don't want to pay the tax to own precious metals. Look at how many people in Europe they got to stop buying silver. It's a form of control to get you to stop owning it, to take that financial freedom choice away from you. In Europe's case, I wonder if the tax on silver doesn't have to do with the green energy future that they are moving towards and recognizing how much silver they will need in order to make this future a reality. Of course, I have other thoughts on this matter, but that is for another video. If you're interested in other topics like this one, check out the other videos I have on my channel discussing these metals and how they can help you preserve and protect your wealth. If you have made it this far in the video, you guys and gals are my super stackers and collectors, and I really appreciate you. Thank you all for watching. This is Campbell's Coins, and that is my 2 cents.